points, you just seem like you're on from the beginning. Can you talk a little bit about taking advantage of some of the things you guys were able to and just how good this game felt for you?
Yeah, coming in that they're a team that likes to congest and, get a lot of people in the paint on penetration. So, we allowed our guards to kind of do their thing and just were ready to space and ready to shoot when the ball came to us. So it felt good out there.
And you're going against, obviously, Asia, one of the best defenders in the league, as you are. I mean, that was sort of a marquee matchup. It seemed like you were able to get hot from the outside, just sort of made it tough for them to know exactly what to guard you.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, just keeping the defense honest, and understanding that there's different levels that I can kind of attack the game from and approach the game from. And so that was my mindset tonight, just like not overthinking and just playing and having fun.
Really? The third quarter push when they came out, for any of you, they expected that obviously, but when it came time to turn it on yourself, it seemed as if it was just kind of a click and easy to do, which it isn't normal against the Las Vegas Aces. Did it feel that way, like when it was time to turn things up for either you or Sab?
I think just having a more experienced group now in this second year, I believe we weren't frantic when they went on their run. I think just understanding teams are going to go on runs. They're the defending champs. They understand basketball is a game of runs, and obviously we came out really well in that first, and then they were able to kind of chip away and get back into it. And I think it was just this understanding with all of us. It's like we got to put an end to it, and that was their run, but we got to buckle down and get stops and continue to go offensively. And winning 3 out of the 4 quarters is huge because no matter what run they go on, we just continue to stay locked in on the now and not look too far ahead.
You talked about this being a more experienced team now being in its second year. Does it feel obviously more comfortable, JJ, injured coming into last season, and then Sandy finding her role, and then Sab, the newcomers last year. Now it almost seems like the chemistry's been there for years. Does it feel that way for?
Yeah, that's how it feels. That's the beautiful thing about chemistry. When you start to get to that level that you can get to, it really does feel seamless. But yeah, we understand that. Like if you watch us play this season, we've had really good 4 quarters, and we want to kind of bring that into our third. And so I think we kind of picked it up a little bit earlier today, and it showed up.
Great. We'll go over to Zoom. We'll take one question each, starting with Jackie.
Hi, Sandy. Congrats on the win. Part of the idea with the bench this year was to be able to plug and play and put players in that could make things a bit difficult for a team, especially like the Aces that have the guards and wings who can drive and score. I'm just curious how you thought the bench really stepped up today, and I guess how you think Ivana in particular continues to grow more comfortable.
Yeah, no, look, once again, they were key to help us, give us that energy. I thought we had a pretty average first half, just hadn't played for a while to get our legs back going. But I thought, Leo, they brought great energy, and Ivana too. And she hadn't had many opportunities, but we keep reminding her that she can help us and to stay ready. And I thought she did an excellent job tonight. And that's what we need, Kennedy as well. And, we talked about our depth being one of our strengths, and it's certainly showing, even though we've got 2 important players down.
Thank you.
We'll go to Ben.
Yeah, Sandy, I guess just curious, what impressed you more, the 7 of 8 3-point shooting to open the game, or that you were able to go on the 14-0 run without making a 3-pointer in that third quarter?
I think both. We talked about, they give up the most threes in this league, so we talked about that in our preparation, knowing how we can exploit them a little bit here and still have to make them. So 7 from 8. We haven't, that's a great percentage for us. I think we're getting better and better at making threes now. And getting really wide open ones, and JJ just expanding it out. It's fantastic for us. But I think the 14-0 run, that was pretty special too, because it got a little bit tight, and it's the experience. We talked about the chemistry, how it's showing now that we know how to execute, and we can go to another level at both ends of the floor when we need it.
Fifi?
Hey, Sandy. Monster game from JJ again. Third straight with at least 20 points and 8 rebounds. Just curious of what do you think is changing her game? And then with these performances, do you think she's kind of getting close to that MVP form that she was in Connecticut?
Yeah, JJ looks great. I think she came in playing over in China. She had a great season over there, coming in healthy. talked about the chemistry the second year. She doesn't have to learn her teammates or the system. And she feels comfortable. And, you know, start of the year, we're still like, when you're getting new people back together, it's like we still weren't getting her enough touches. But I think it's not that we've changed anything. We just make sure that she's inside, she's outside, and JJ's doing the rest. I mean, she's a great 3-point shooter, but she's just as effective inside in the paint. But defensively, even though we, you know, Asia had 21, but you know, you still thought we did a really good job on her, and JJ was on her a fair bit. So she's really impacting in so many areas for us, and you know, it's great. That's what we need. I mean. You know, she's so coachable and a pleasure to coach. It's great when you know, great things are happening.
Thank you.
We'll go to Jeff.
Thank you, Jonquel. My question is for you. First of all, congrats on the win and congrats on your career high today in scoring. When you went back and looked at the film from October, you said that the team was, quote, all trying to do it separately. But in a game like this, how did the improved chemistry and unity best present itself on the floor today?
Yeah, I think it was the trust. You know, I think we trusted each other to make the right plays, to do what they're really good at. And we all did that tonight. Sabrina getting downhill, finding people, club assists. You know, just everybody just doing what they're good at and understanding that it's not an individual thing. Like, we're all there for each other, especially defensively. I think we were scrambling really well late, making them like take really tough shots, and it showed.
Appreciate your time and insight. Safe travels.
Brian.
Hi, everybody. This one's for Sabrina. In the first half, you guys had 7 turnovers as a team, but in the second half, just 1. How do you think you guys were able to sort of figure out Vegas's defense as the game progressed?
Yeah, I mean, and sadly, that was my one when I stepped out of bounds. But I think it was just, yeah, we went into halftime understanding how they were getting a lot of their transition baskets. And I believe they had 6 points at half off of our turnovers. And so it was just understanding, like, we got to take care of the ball and not allow them to get that opportunity, because obviously they're a great transition team, and the more we can limit that, the better for us. And so being able to have that understanding and actually go out and execute it is huge. I mean, the more we can take care of the ball, the better shots we get at the rim. And I think part of that was we were a little sped up in terms of not having played for a week, and everyone wanted to just get back, you know, in the swing of things. And we were able to kind of settle in that second half and really take care of that.
All right. Thank you, guys. Safe travels.
We'll go to Lucas and finish with Russell.
Thank you. My question is for Sabrina. This kind of felt like an ultimate test of what we've been talking about in terms of your, you know, ability as a ball handler. Now you're dealing with Asia Wilson on hedges and switches and dribbling to the other side of the floor, keeping it alive, moving the ball around. So I just wanted to ask your mindset coming into the game, knowing you would be going up against her. Were you know, what was your kind of mindset, and how do you feel you executed out there?
I mean, I feel like, you know, I kind of just took what the defense gave me. I wasn't sure if they were going to trap. I wasn't sure if they were going to come out and hard hedge. And so I think it was just staying patient. But every time I was able to get down in the paint, I was able to create for someone else or get a good look at the rim. And so I think continuing to just come off those screens really aggressively, and now being able to, you know, get to the rim a lot more this year, I think that's just added a new dimension to my game in terms of, you know, how they're playing me defensively. And so it was really nice to be able to see how many, you know, players I was able to get open just by attacking downhill and attacking the hedge.
Thank you.
Russell.
All right. Hi, everyone. My question is for Jonquel. JJ, on the broadcast, Rebecca Lobo mentioned that she thinks you found the right balance this year between when to shoot, when to pass, and when to work inside. I'm just wondering if you agree with that assessment, and if so, kind of what work you put in to try to find that balance.
I mean, yeah, I think it feels good. And like I said, I'm just playing the game. If I'm open, I'm shooting. If someone rotates to me, I'm passing the ball. But I'm really not overthinking it. But I think it shows when you're playing the right way, and it definitely does feel good.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.